I'll have you go from this to this. That's right, we're making flower pots. But not just any flower pots, they're hidden treats flower pots. Check it out. First thing we're going to need are supplies. Don't get nervous. Everything I'm using is going to be in the description down below. Also, not everything on this table I end up using in this project. This project can be very inexpensive if you let it. These flower pots I purchased at a thrift store, and these were only about $2 each. You can get plain flower pots and design them any way that you like and go from there. I'm repurposing these shot glasses to be our vases for the flower pots. I matched the corresponding bottom to the corresponding pot. Another option is to use a plastic bottle, which I'll be using for these pots. Now let's check out our hidden treats. I found these beautiful chocolate roses at Dollar Tree, and I want to put them in the center of my flower pots, along with some chocolates and some dum-dums. Make sure you have a clean surface, so take off any unnecessary tags with whatever scraper you have, and then wipe them down with a cloth so it's nice and dry. Whenever I'm operating with glue, I put down a glue safe mat, typically for my hot glue gun, but I use it for regular glue projects as well. I place my glue just around the edge, but not too close, because when I press down, it's going to squish out. And I put it on the inside of the pot so they can adhere to each other. I give it a good press on the top so I don't touch the glass and leave fingerprints, and set it to the side so it can cure. Now I do the same thing for the next two pots. Did someone come to mind when you saw this project? Or maybe it was for yourself? Let me know in the comments. I tried a glue gun here at first. It didn't work as well, so I redid it later on, and you'll see that. So because they have that ridged edge at the top, I wanted to try using some floral tape and go around the edge of it to kind of make it a little neater. Could I have done this before I glued them? Probably, but I like living on the edge, so jump with me. Wait a minute, pause. I saw the word floral tape and thought it was just like green tape. Turns out it's basically like reinforced like crepe paper. This is definitely not turning out how I thought it was. So for any florist that's in the comments like, no, that's what it really is. Look, for the purposes of what I need to do here, this is not tape. So for future, if I were to ever do this, I would do this when it's not glued to the actual container. I use craft glue to go around the top of the bottle with the floral tape to cover up those ridges. What I've decided is I'm going to take the bottles that are actually in these out, and I'm going to wrap them with the floral tape, which is this, and then I'll glue them in. But instead of using the hot glue, because obviously if I can take them out so easily, it's not the best adhesive. So I'm going to use a super glue so that it'll actually stick. But I'm going to get the old glue off of here first, and then I can hop in. I chose to put the floral tape only around the top, but you could be creative and go around the entire bottle, so it's like completely camouflage. I wanted to get different colored shredded paper, but I only saw white, so instead of trying to keep searching for it, I decided I'm going to color it myself by using spray paint. So I'm going to see if I can essentially dye this paper shred to the color that I want. So I'm going to try to not get it clumped, but like as individualized as possible. I did one part paint, the other part water, and shook it in the small spray bottle. After I sprayed one layer of the shredded paper, I did another one on top of that and continued this a few more times, then mix it around a little bit before I put it on a separate cloth. I separate the pieces so they don't dry together. I rinse out my spray bottle and I'm on to the next color. I picked the colors based off of the actual flower pots they're going to be going inside. Another idea I had is you can mix the colors together, like make an ombre effect. So let me know if you want to try that sometime.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I
I'm
searched
letting
to
the grass
find
dry,
a
and I'm
love
going to glue these bottles to the center of the container now.
I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let
So
go.
you know how this works. When you can't find something, you go out and buy it. And then when you come back home, you locate it. I couldn't find the glue that I just had on the table. No idea where it was, looked everywhere, so I bought a new one. And of course, and you know where it was? Underneath of the shreddings I just dyed. But now I have two glues. Yay! So while those dry, I'm going to try arranging the flowers. So this is just going to be pure vibes. So vibe with me. That's actually pretty like that. This would be a nice bouquet just like this. But let's see what I can make for each one.
I tried to centralize each one of the bouquets around a color scheme, but again, I'm not a florist or really arranged flowers before, so I just grabbed what felt right, added leaves here and there, and then taped them together all around the stems and put them inside of the pots.
I found this really cute thing at Dollar Tree, mini chocolate rose hearts, and it's shaped like a bouquet, right? So I'm going to take each one out and I'm going to put it in these bouquets or for the other ones. But we're getting to the end and I can't wait to show you guys how the shredded paper turned out. Like, it's crazy.
To adjust the flowers to the height that I needed, as well as the leaves, I had to use wire cutters. That's the thing when you have artificial flowers, they have a wire inside, so this makes it easier and safer.
I want you guys to see how the colored shredded paper came out.
How it started, how it's going. I truly didn't know what to expect with this, but I am beyond pleased with the results.
Once you fill up these tins, we're going to cover them with these beautiful colored shredded paper.
You don't have to fill up your pots with candy, but I know who I'm giving them to, and they are chocoholics, so that's what we're doing. I'm using polyester yarn and I'm cutting them into strands so it's like grass. I fill it with chocolate and then I add the dum-dums on each corner before I add in my grass. And then the bouquet goes right back in. This time I just did one long strand and wrapped it around to give it that look of grass without cutting it. You can also decorate your tins with anything that you like on the sides if you want to give it an extra flair. I really can't get over the shredded paper matching perfectly to each pot. Now let's fill the porcelain flower pots.
I guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find a love
I'm trying out a different variation by putting the yarn on top of the treats instead of at the bottom like I did with the previous pots, and I think it gives it a more polished look. I used green, but you could use brown if you want it to look like dirt instead of like grass. Another great part of this design is that you can put fresh flowers in this as well. Do whatever you like.
Got a thing for you, and I can't let go.
So the flower pots are all completed. The last thing I'm going to do is see if I can add these chocolate roses into the pots. So you can just take it out. Like that. And now we have individual rose buds. So with this one, you're to take this, put it in here, and I'm going to leave it detached so you can take it out easily. See maybe a second one to balance it out. That looks pretty nice.
I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't
I
let
cut
go.
the rose buds down to size so that when I put them inside of the display, it looked more natural.
So with this one, I'm actually going to remove this one out of here. But since I already taped it, I'm going to cut it out of here that these other chocolate hearts will be in the display.
I came back to let
Now,
you
got that little flower bud right there.
know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go.
How did you like this twist on the Hidden Treats flower pots? They're Valentine's Day
Summer
themed,
came like
but you can
cinnamon,
do this
so
year round.
sweet.
Are you ready to
With
try
a
this for yourself?
personal touch
All
of
of my materials are listed in my
love.
description, and it doesn't take long at all to do. Just a little bit of creativity, which I know you have in you. Let me know what you think in the comments and if you're going to try this craft out for yourself. Thanks for watching. Happy crafting and happy Valentine's Day.
Three little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry.